Are you tired working hard for money? Because honestly, I know I am. I don't got another 9 to 5 in me. So come on down and learn how to trade with BWE Tribal Academy. I've been learning under the crypto queen Alicia Hunter since I was little. So yeah, I had no choice but to learn from the best. And I've seen results like over 600% growth in my learning experience. Join tonight's MetaTrader4 trading class and make sure you have enough space on your phone so we can download everything needed to start learning. Educational purposes only. Trading involves risk and results are not guaranteed.
Welcome, everyone, and great evening. I hope everyone can hear me. Let me know where you're viewing from in the chat. I hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. Give me 1 second. I thought I set my chat to where I can read it. Okay. You can hear me. Got it. Thank you so much. Slay. Cute name, and I know exactly who that is. Anyways, hello and welcome back, everyone. And great evening, and thank you for tuning in tonight. So, if you are returning back to BWE channel, well, BWE Tribal Academy channel, then welcome back to this space. So, if you're brand new here tonight, once again, welcome. So, I am incredibly happy to have you guys with us. And for those of you that haven't had the pleasure of meeting me yet, I just want to go ahead and just introduce myself to everyone. My name is Alicia Hunter, which I am the founder of BWE Tribal Academy. So I just want to give you a little bit about myself is that my journey with the academy is to build something that actually started with me far as with international business. So over the years, I had the privilege of running an online fashion clothing line, which it was very successful to where it led me managing a talent agency to where I was featured in the biography movie of the James Brown movie, which is Get On Up. So you guys make sure you watch that movie and let me know if you can spot me in the first 25 minutes of the beginning, okay? However, for today, my absolute passion and purpose in serving as the founder of BWE Tribal Academy is that I created this academy because I truly believe that financial education is very like important, and the empowerment should be accessible to everyone. So we are here to simplify the markets, to build consistency, and to grow together as a powerful, knowledgeable tribe. How does that sound? Let me know in the comments on your thoughts. So tonight we're going to continue with part 5 of our MetaTrader4 trading classes, where we're going to be diving deep into like the game changing for us the risk management tool that I love to use, which is the break even strategy. Okay, so before I do get started, you guys already know me. I got to pull up my disclaimer real quick. Okay, all right. So we have to make sure that we cover every grounds in every area. So please listen closely to our community disclaimer. The educators at BWE Tribe Academy are not licensed financial advisors. Trading financial markets involve a high level in risk that may not be suitable for all traders and investors. All content, strategies, and discussions in tonight's sessions are strictly for educational purposes only. Please consult with a licensed professional before consulting any financial or investment decisions. Tonight, as we're going to demonstrate the break-even strategy safely, we will be using a simulated demo account interacting with a live market data. So what I'm basically saying is whatever numbers that you see on your screen, do not inbox me asking for $5 because we ain't got over here, all right? I'm just playing with you, but the more you stay consistent and the more you educate yourself about this, you will be able to accumulate $5 and more. So now that we had covered that, let's look over what we're going to be going over far as the table of contents. So tonight we're going to cover the core mechanism, which is what is a break even, a stop loss, and a trailing stop. And then we're going to go to section 2, which is the emotional capital preservation. This is like the mental game of protecting your risk. Then the third section is a step-by-step rules for modification, meaning that you'll be setting up your own trade perimeters. Okay. And then that's when I'm going to show you an example of a video that I created of how I executed of seeing the real risk-free results at the end. And then finally, our fourth section is we're going to conclude everything out where we're going to wrap things up and transition into our private VIP Zoom session. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. So, before we can actually use a break even strategy, we have to understand the foundational tools that make it work. So first, the main question is like, what is a break even? So basically what a break even is, like, people may call it a BE, but it's basically like the exact point at which your trade has like zero financial risk. And it means that if the market reverses, your trade will close out automatically at your exact entry price, correct? But you may lose like some dollars and you may gain some dollars. However, when it comes to a break even strategy, this is like the bridge that transition a trade from active risk to completely risk free run. You see what I'm going? So I hope I did not confuse any of you, but let's just break this down real quick. Is a stop loss, which some may be familiar with as L. Now, a stop loss is an order placed with your broker to close out an active position automatically once the market hits a specific predetermined price, and it acts as your financial safety net, capping your maximum loss on any given trade from that moment that you entered. Okay. So that means whenever your trade do reverse, like say you're in the buyer or sell and it's going the opposite way, that's where that stop loss comes in. However, the way how you can place your stop loss, which is a trailing stop, and some people may be familiar with, or TS, that's where you can lock in your profits as the market is moving in the correct direction. So once again, a trailing stop is a dynamic stop loss order that automatically trails or follows your trade price action at a set distance. For an example, okay, you have like 30 pips, right? So as this trade moves in your favor, if the market reverses, the trailing stop looks at it as the highest reach level, protecting your accumulated profits without you having to touch a thing. So as you have to remember that with a stop loss, you're going to be, putting everything manually, and then basically with the trailing stop, it's going to be maneuvered on its own. So let's go over this again. Far as the movement, a stop loss, basically, like what I said, it stays exactly where you put it unless you manually change it. Okay, that's what traders normally use when it comes to a MetaTrader 4 app. Now, a trailing stop is more like automatically move upward in a buy or a downward far as in a sell, which way the market's going, right? So basically what the primary goal is that your stop loss limits your initial risk from the very start, and your trailing stop locks in the running profits automatically as the trade moves into your favor. But the automation part of it is, once again, you're going to be achieving a break even with a standard stop loss, which it will require you to manually modify it on your own, which that's where I'm going to show you in a few minutes, right? But a trailing stop will move completely on its own based on the perimeters that you define. So it depends on which broker that you're using. You can utilize a stop loss, or you can go ahead and utilize a trailing stop. So make sure you ask your broker which tools that you have available. Now, the next section is the emotional capital preservation, which is the psychological part of this. Now, see, you'll be moving your stop loss to your entry price, right? So this will help you achieve a break-even state that does much more than to protect your balance, right? So this is when you eliminate the financial risk from an active trade, and then you completely eliminate that emotional stress of by watching the charts. And you really don't want to do that, because now you're going to be start feeling anxious, and you're going to be feeling like, okay, maybe I need to close this out, or maybe I need to maneuver it, because you're not completely peaceful on the inside. So now this is where we come in at of the emotional capital. Okay. So this is where you have to start preserving it, because once your emotions get involved, then you cannot control your money. Isn't that what Warren Buffett says? Okay. So, as you know, next Wednesday night, we will be just digging deeper inside of the trading psychology again. So please be prepared for next week, because I want to share some incredible resources that you can definitely want to look up right now. And while we're on this subject, these are like recommended resources for the psychology classes. And these are some books. Now, I know you guys are not going to be able to read all these books all at once, but at the same time, these resources are available for you. The first book will be Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. And then you have The Disciplined Trader, again by Mark Douglas. And then you have The Concept to Research, which is the loss aversion theory. So something that you definitely want to do your research on, because once you look up these particular books and this information, you definitely be prepared for Wednesday night. So remind you, there are audiobooks online on YouTube as well. So you definitely want to look that up by Mark Douglas. Okay. All right. Awesome. And so now let's maneuver to this like step-by-step rules on far as modifying your trades. Now, this is where we transition from the theory to action. So when do we actually move our stop loss entry? That's what a lot of people may ask, especially as beginners. But the advanced traders, they already know the answer. It's like, oh, I've already calculated my buy and my sell, or I've already set my trailing stop. So when it comes to a newbie, The first thing that I would like for you to start researching on is the 1-in-1 risk to reward milestone. This is basically like once your trade moves in your direction by that same number of pips that you risk. For an example, if your initial stop loss was 20 pips and you are now up 20 pips in profit, it is now safe to secure your trade far as moving your stop loss towards a profited area away from a loss area. Okay, so say for example, if you was to get into Bitcoin at 69,000, Bitcoin was to move at 75,000, but your stop loss is at 58,000. You may want to move your stop loss to like say for example 62,000 to maybe 65,000. Well, me, I would move my stop loss to 65,000 because if it went all the way over 70,000 and I got in at 62,000, then why don't I move my stop loss up to at least 65,000? If I know Bitcoin is going to go all the way up and shoot all the way up to like say 80,000, 90,000, then I'm going to move my stop loss all the way up to like say 68,000 and then maybe check back later. But if I have a trailing stop, then my stop loss will move gradually to where like this is where the key structure breaks. So if that market breaks and it closes past a specific significant support or the resistant level is in the direction, then I may want to lock in my stop loss, or maybe my trailing stop may lock that trade into that new structure. Okay, so whatever the market is moving, whether it's moving up to a buy or it's moving down into a sell, that's when you're going to move and maneuver your stop loss into profits. Okay, I hope I did not lose anyone there. So if I did, go ahead and put in the comments and then we're going to talk about it later. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to pause it here because I'm going to show you how to maneuver this. Well, actually, first, let me go ahead and just explain this to you, and then I can show you a video that I created. But even though the video may be walked through a little bit too fast for you, you are more welcome to come back and review this live stream as far as I replay. Okay, so give me one little second. Okay, the first one is, let's go over this. So for those of you that may be familiar with the MetaTrader4 app, but you clearly don't understand how to modify, because I know some students ask me that question. So what you're going to do is you're going to press down on to that screen. You're going to press down on it and hold on to it. Then you're going to right click it, okay, the active order to the terminal window. And then you're going to select the modify or delete order. You don't want to delete the order, so you just want to click modify, right? So once you click your modify, you're going to change that stop loss field to where that it will match the exact entry price, but move it a little further to where that you can collect some profits. Okay, do not just leave it to where that it would be $0.00. You want to just move it towards the direction where your trades are locked in into profits. Okay, and then once you calculate your numbers far as your prices, you're going to click it, which is maybe blue for some of you and maybe red for some of you, to go ahead and you want to confirm that modification. And then once you modify it, your trades are updated and it's set. So you locked in your trades into profits. Okay, so let me know if you could comprehend. Put that inside the comments and I will be right back to you later on today to answer your questions. Okay, so let me go ahead and stop real quick and show you a quick video walkthrough. Like I said, it may demonstrate a little bit faster, but like I said, you can always go back, review the replay, and you can pause it. Okay, so let me go to this one real quick. Now this is an example of me updating silver. As you see, I jumped in at 58 48.934. I'm about to update my stop loss into profits, which I moved my stop loss to 48.800. And I'm subtracting it far as my pips because I'm in a sell. So as it's moving down, I am locking in my trades into profits. Okay, you see? Now let's review that one more time. You see my price, it says 58.934, but the price is currently at 58.636. So now the first trade, I'm going to update it to 58.800, to where that if it reverses, then that trade is going to close out into profits. I'm going to do that to the next one. And then to the next one. All right, and I locked those trades in. So the next video, I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration of this, so that way you can get the before and after results. That's the updated, and I moved my stop loss, and those are the final results when the trade was closed out. Okay, let me pause it right there again. I was trying to get it, but I apologize for that, everyone. This is when I moved it. I moved it up a little bit more. Well, actually, I moved it down. And then these are the final results. Even though it was less than what it was before, at least it did not close out in a negative. Okay, so those are the final results of those trades closing out. So once that market reverses and it hits your modified stop loss, guess what? You still win. You still won. Because there's time that traders set stop loss that's below their entry price or above their entry price, depending on which way they jump into the market as far as a buyer or sell. They most likely have their trades close out in a negative because those stop losses are not moved. So that means with the way how you want to break even, you may have some small positive gains, or you may have a large amount of gains, but instead you're not seeing red on your balance sheet. Okay. All right. So I hope everyone can understand that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and conclude this out. But as far as the conclusion is that we just wrapped up a core lesson on break-even strategy and just showing you what it looks like on a demo account. But far as mastering this strategy, you must want to practice in a demo account, especially as a beginner. Because as a beginner, why do you want to take unnecessary losses? And also, as an advanced trader, why would you want to take unnecessary losses? Trust me, I've seen a lot of you share your trading results and you got a lot of negative close out because you didn't move your stop loss. But as an elite trader, you must learn how to guard your capital. Okay. All right. And so before I log off, I would like to invite everyone out to our trading session next Wednesday. So we're going to be joining here at BW Tribal Academy on LinkedIn, Facebook, and also on YouTube. And this is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then after that, which we're about to roll over to, is I'll be trading live in our trading session over our Zoom meeting. So once again, this is exclusively for our VIP members. And so if you are a current VIP member, so please listen closely before everyone jump the gun. If you are currently a VIP member as of yesterday, okay, you will have full access to tonight's Zoom session. So please keep a lookout for a link inside of your private messenger. But if you are currently a VIP member, meaning that you just recently joined today, your personal Zoom link will be sent directly to you next week, okay? Because we have to move forward and I'm not sure how much information you just collected. So let's keep things smoothly and operated. But there are some videos I need for you to watch before you move forward, okay? All right. So I want to also welcome all of you to the table. And starting next week, everyone will have full access to the Zoom meeting, which is going to be 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Central, or 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. I know I may be a little late, but at the same time, we're about to go ahead and merge over real quick. All right. And even if you still want to join us and you're not a part of VIP, or if you say, you know what, I really don't feel like going through it, feel free to inbox me and I will send you a link to where that you will have to pay an entry fee. Okay. Alrighty. So now, for those of you that are looking for more information on becoming a VIP member, you may want to just go ahead and check out my website, which is at aliciahunter.org. Okay. So this is where I post a whole lot more exclusive content than what I post on my page. The information that I post on my page, that's just like maybe 5 to 10% of what I post. But inside the group, I post charts inside the group, like technical analysis on top of what's going on with the geopolitical aspects and the current news and the next stock market to add on your watch list. And then as a bonus, once you join the VIP group, you are to have access to my personal Telegram channel as a bonus, a free trial now, okay? All right. And this is where you will receive trading signal alerts. All right. So I hope everyone got all the information so that way they're not confused, like, okay, what is she got going on over here? So once again, once you join the VIP group, you will have the opportunity to join my personal Telegram channel. So that way you can receive trading signal alerts. And also, before I do finally sign off, this coming Sunday, July 19th, is a very special day for me, which is my 42nd birthday. So, to celebrate, I'm going to be sharing some amazing, great news for all of you. So, you do not want to miss this. Make sure you all follow me on Facebook. So, you may want to stay updated and hear this amazing announcement. Okay? Alrighty, everyone. So, during the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. I have to hurry up and go because I'm already late to my other meeting with the VIP members, but we got a lot of things we got to cover up tonight. So, thank you all so much for your time, your energy, your dedication of your growth tonight. Make sure you keep studying, you keep practicing, and you want to protect your capital. Okay? And I'll see all of my billionaires in a VIP group in Zoom. So keep a lookout for that Zoom link inside of your inbox. And for everyone else, go ahead and follow me because I am going to make that announcement on Sunday. And I will be back here next Wednesday. So make sure everyone stay prayed up, drink lots of water, and you mind your own doggone business. And you guys have a great evening. And by the way, you guys meet my AI spokesperson, Zola. Take it away, Zola. You guys have a great evening. Good night.
Hello, I'm Zola, the official AI spokesperson for Alicia Hunter, also known worldwide as the Crypto Queen. With over 8 years of experience studying the financial markets, Alicia has helped countless individuals understand crypto, stocks, forex, AI, and modern monetary systems. She is also the founder of BWE Tribal Academy, her online educational hub you may already be familiar with. As a monthly subscriber, you'll get exclusive access to Alicia's private educational content covering crypto, stocks, forex trading, AI, AGI, market psychology, and more. Make sure you click the notification button because Alicia may surprise you with early market insights or execution updates, helping you stay prepared before major financial moves. Subscribe today and join a powerful community committed to financial empowerment. Disclaimer, as a friendly reminder, all information shared is for educational purposes only. Alicia Hunter is not a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a qualified professional before making investment decisions.